Welcome to Nap Lab, where science drifts into dreams. Here, we explore the universe in whispers, slowly, gently, one thought at a time. Close your eyes, slow your breath, and let your curiosity rest beside you. Tonight, we begin with time. You are here now, soft, still, wrapped in quiet. The air around you feels like dusk, not of day, but of thought. And through this stillness runs something deeper than silence. Time. Time, though ever present, is invisible. You move with it, always, yet rarely feel its shape. It slips through your days like wind across still water. So gentle, so constant, that you forget it is even there. But time is not a drum that beats the same for everyone. It is more like a river, wide and mysterious, flowing at different speeds in different places. You are floating in that river now, your body resting on its surface like a leaf, carried without effort. Close your eyes, breathe. Can you feel the current? At first glance, every second seems equal. A moment is a moment. But if you look more closely, you'll find a quiet truth. Time does not flow the same for all. Imagine two clocks, one beside you, ticking on your nightstand, and another, far above, soaring in a satellite above Earth. Both are made the same, ticking with precision, yet they fall out of sync, because time flows differently up there, away from gravity's hold. This is not imagination, this is physics. This is the universe, humming its strange and beautiful song, a song first truly heard by a quiet thinker named Albert Einstein. Einstein imagined light not just as something that travels, but something that defines the speed limit of reality. And from that speed, the speed of light, a new truth emerged. Time is not fixed. It bends depending on how fast you move and how close you are to gravity's pull. Think of it like this. The faster you run through time, the slower your clock ticks. If you could race beside a beam of light, time, for you, would slow to nearly a stop. And to those watching from afar, you would seem almost frozen. But to you, everything would feel the same. Your heartbeat would continue. Your thoughts would unfold just as they do now. This bending of time is called time dilation. It sounds like science fiction, but it is real. Satellites orbiting the Earth must adjust their clocks to account for it. Without these corrections, your GPS would drift, placing you kilometers from where you stand. Even your phone because gravity is stronger closer to the Earth's core, and stronger gravity slows time. This is not something you can feel, but it's happening every second. Your height, your location, even your speed, they all gently shape the seconds you live in. You are taller than you think, not in inches, but in time. You stand in a world where the floor and ceiling live in slightly different moments. Not enough to notice, but enough for science to measure. Enough for curiosity to wonder. What is time then, if not a steady drum? It is something that bends like light, curves like space, breathes like wind. And though you cannot see it, you are surrounded by it, bathed in it, shaped by it. In dreams, time plays tricks. A minute can feel like an hour, or an hour like a blink. But even when you sleep, time continues. It just no longer feels like your own. You are not separate from time, you are made of it. Each moment you live is a layer added to your being, a soft imprint on the river's surface. You ripple across it gently, slowly, endlessly. And now, as your breath steadies and your thoughts soften, you begin to see that time is not just something you measure, it is something you are. You float again in that invisible river. Time stretches beside you, around you, beneath you, and though you rest, the river flows. Soft, steady, eternal. Up ahead, something glimmers in the sky, a distant satellite circling high above. It carries a clock, ticking quietly, just a little faster than yours. And that difference, that tiny disagreement, it holds the secret we'll follow next. To the clocks in the sky. The night is quiet now, and so is your breath. You are weightless in thought, floating in stillness. Above you, far above the clouds and the wind, a satellite glides through space, steady, silent, silver in the dark. It carries with it a small, patient heart, a clock. This clock is like the one ticking gently on your nightstand. Same ticking, same shape, same rhythm, but not the same time. Because this clock, high above the earth, lives in a different world. One with less gravity, more speed, and a slightly looser grip on time. And that changes everything. Imagine you're holding two watches. One never leaves the earth. The other flies in circles above you, again and again. As days pass, the difference between them grows, tiny at first, then more noticeable, like two friends walking side by side who slowly drift apart. The clock in the sky ticks faster, only by... This strange truth is not theory anymore. We see it in motion. In satellites, where clocks must be constantly adjusted so your GPS doesn't lose its place. We see it in particle labs, where fast-moving atoms live longer than they should. And we feel it, not directly but quietly, in the systems that guide us every day. Imagine that. Each time you check a map on your phone, you're glimpsing the bend of time. Your feet stay grounded, but the sky tells a different story. There, time flows just a little more freely. The seconds stretch. They ripple like silk in wind. And what does that mean for you? It means that time is not just ticking away, it is unfolding, like a story told differently depending on where you're listening from. Your body here on Earth hears one version. The satellite overhead hears another. Both are true. Both are real. And both whisper the same thing. Time is not a rule. It is a rhythm, and it can be played faster or slower depending on the dance. So, tonight, as you rest beneath the stars, know that clocks above you are keeping different time, and the universe, vast and strange, holds space for both, all at once, all in rhythm. You lie still, but time, above and below, keeps gently moving, and soon you'll wonder, if speed and height can stretch time, what happens when you begin to run? Not just across Earth, but across time itself. You start to run. Faster, faster, but the seconds do not bend yet. Time stays close, still humming beside you. Now imagine flying. In a jet, high and swift. Time slows, not by much, but just enough. Enough to matter in the mathematics of motion. If you could keep going, faster, faster, toward the speed of light, Time would pull like taffy. Your seconds would stretch. To others, you move in slow motion. To you, everything feels the same. This is the curve of time under speed. A gentle warping, like fabric fluttering in wind. You cannot feel it, but it shapes your journey all the same. And what happens? When you run so fast that light itself seems still, you do not age, you become part of the pause, part of the stillness. But gravity too has a secret to share. High on a mountain, a clock breathes a little faster. Down in the valley, its twin ticks more slowly. Gravity holds tightly near the Earth's surface. And where gravity grips harder, time slows. You feel no difference, but the clocks do. Their quiet disagreement is the voice of curved time. You walk every day through these layers. Mountains, streets, sea. Not knowing that each height plays a different tempo of seconds. Your own body is stretched across these gradients. Your head and your feet experience slightly different time. You live inside time's soft slope, like standing on a hill of invisible hours. Every moment you age depends on where you stand. But what of the light that never ages at all? Light is not in a hurry. It moves at the universe's limit, but never grows old. A beam of light leaves a distant star. It travels for thousands, millions of years. Yet to the light itself, no time has passed. This is the mystery. At light speed, time does not tick. You, watching from Earth, see that star as it once was. A memory in motion. A moment stretched across space. Each photon that touches your eye is a quiet messenger from the past, carrying not just light, but the shape of ancient time. Light teaches us that time is not fixed. It bends, flows, delays, sometimes even vanishes. And near the black hole, it disappears altogether. At the edge of a black hole, time no longer flows. It sinks. You approach the event horizon, where gravity pulls so hard, even light cannot escape. Here, seconds stretch like honey. To someone watching from far away, you freeze. To you, time continues, but slower, slower still, until it almost stops. Inside, time folds in on itself. Cause and effect lose meaning. Before and after blur. This is not a place of destruction, but of silence, of pause. Time, as we know it, dissolves. It is here that reality reveals its deepest secret. Time is not eternal. It has edges. But even in the known world, time can separate those who love. Two twins, born together, laugh together, grow together. One stays, one leaves. Riding a ship that sails near the speed of light. Years pass. For the one on Earth, time flows normally. Birthdays, seasons, wrinkles. For the traveler, only a few months pass. When they meet again, they are no longer mirrors. One aged, one paused. This is not a story, it is science. Tested, measured, real. Time dilation creates space between hearts that once beat together. But what else lives inside you, keeping time not with clocks, but with life? Listen, your heart keeps time. not in seconds, but in pulses of being. Each beat a moment, each breath a measure, each thought a thread of time. Your body is full of clocks, tiny molecules ticking inside your cells. They keep rhythm with the world, but also with you. Gravity tugs on these rhythms. Speed shifts them ever so slightly. When you fly in a plane, your heartbeat drifts from the pace on the ground. Not by much, but enough to show that time, even inside you, is not fixed. You are not just in time, time is in you, and in quiet rooms, people have begun to measure this, not with breath or bone, but with light and atoms, far from the stars, far from mountains and black holes. There is a quiet lab bathed in soft light. No chaos, no motion, just stillness and time. In this room, scientists do not look at the sky. They listen to atoms. Atoms, too, keep time. Their energy shifts like tiny heartbeats, predictable, exact, unwavering. An atomic clock listens to those shifts and counts them, tick by invisible tick. These are the most precise clocks ever built. If they ran from the dawn of Earth until now, they would not lose even a second. In these labs, we've learned to see what we could only feel before, that time drifts, stretches, curls under pressure. A clock in a second-floor room runs faster than one on the first floor. Measured, proven. Gravity's gentle pull leaves fingerprints everywhere. Scientists send atomic clocks on planes, on rockets, and into orbit. They come back changed, just a little, but enough to confirm the truth. Time is not a constant, it's a shifting tide. And still we chase it, with lasers, particles, frozen atoms in magnetic fields, with patience, with awe. Because in these quiet rooms, we're not just measuring seconds, we're watching the universe breathe. And still, for all our instruments, one clock remains closer to you than all the rest, the one that ticks behind your eyes. Now you drift, not through space, but through something softer, thought, breath, sleep. The universe has quieted, the clocks are dim. You are no longer measuring time, you are becoming part of it. Dreams move strangely, don't they? Sometimes they last forever. Sometimes they vanish in an instant. You close your eyes for minutes and wake from lifetimes. In sleep, time no longer behaves. It bends and stretches like starlight across the cosmos. It slows, speeds up, disappears. Inside your mind, the speed of light meets the stillness of memory. You run, fly, fall, and float, all in the space between two breaths. No clock ticks here, no seconds pass, and yet you are moving. Science has shown us that light at its fastest does not age, and dreams are like light. They slip between rules, they ignore gravity, they touch the timeless. You are wrapped now in that same fabric, curled inside the gentle fold of space and self. What began as curiosity has become quiet, stillness. You have touched the river of time. You've seen its bends, how speed and gravity shape its flow.